Hey, what's going on? Ryan Celestine here. It has been a while since we had a video. Actually, I think I started the last video before Finland with the exact phrase that it's been a long time. Some work things have changed, some life things have changed, and clearly I've gotten out of the habit and routine of making videos and documenting this process. And like I said in the last video before Finland, it's a tragedy. There's been a lot of great growth that's happened this summer over the last handful of months, and I feel horrible from a personal perspective of just sharing and documenting that process because there's a lot of great things that have happened. So this is a two-part video. The first part is going to be what happened during Finland, and the second part is going to be what happened in between Finland and tomorrow, which is Ironman Arizona. So tomorrow I'm doing a full Ironman, and we're actually here in Arizona right now, and so we're like 12 hours away from the race. So I'm going to do my best to keep these videos short, sweet, simple, to the point, so I can wrap it up and get to bed so we can have a fantastic day tomorrow. So how did Finland go? Oh, by the way, if you see me looking down, I have some notes so I stay on track of things. First and foremost, Finland was an awesome experience. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. It was the biggest race I've ever done with the biggest field, meaning quality athletes. It was just a women's only race on one day, and the next day it was men's only, and that was the first time I've ever done that. It was absolutely stacked. I mean, there were guys from all over the world, and they were phenomenal. So, biggest race I've done, most competitive race I've ever done, and here's the kicker. I was in one of the biggest age groups, and so we started first. We started right after the pros, and so, you know, all throughout the swim I was getting passed, which is pretty normal day. And then in a normal day for me is I start catching people on the bike and start catching people on the run, and that's what my triathlon experience has been for the last 14 years. I mean, that's just what it is. Finland was way different. I started getting passed in the swim, which is to be expected, and then on the bike, it continued to happen. I continued to get passed, and I didn't really feel frustrated about it. I was riding very much within myself, and yeah, it happened. And then on the run, it continued to happen. And I remember at one point on the run, I'm running uphill, I'm getting passed, I feel like I'm running slow, and I thought, man, this is just one of those days where, you know, it's not my day. It's off. It's clearly an off day. And so let me back up a little bit. The swim was fantastic. It was a wetsuit swim. I think it was like 63, 64 degrees. It felt great. I ended up swimming 38 minutes, so a decent swim for me. It doesn't reflect, I feel, the progress that we've had over the last handful of months, but it was a good swim nonetheless. On the bike, I really felt like I rode within myself, and I didn't have any more to give. I mean, I wasn't pushing it. I wasn't pushing the envelope, but you know, I gave it my best, and I think I rode like a 2:34 or so for the bike portion. And then on the run, that's where I really started feeling sorry for myself. The bike was cool. It was like in the 50s, mid 50s. It was rainy, it was drizzly, but I never got cold, and so that was I was really thankful for that. Some of my other friends, they were freezing, and so I didn't really experience that, which I'm super thankful for. But when I got off the bike, my legs were done, like they were shredded. My legs have never hurt that bad coming off the bike. Whether it be in training, whether it be in races, I don't know what it was, but it was absolutely dreadful. The first lap of the run, there's a video of me running on the track, and my form is just horrible. I mean, it looks like the end of an Ironman, the way my form looked, and it was literally within the first, I don't know, half mile of the run. My legs were absolutely shredded. They were spent. I was done. So anyway, a little bit after that, we're running uphill, and I'm feeling sorry for myself. I feel like I'm running slow. People are passing me like I'm standing still. And this is just not normally what I experience unless the wheels have fallen off, unless it's the end of an Ironman and things have gone not to plan. Okay, so mentally I was just thinking, hey, I'm not having a good day. It is what it is. Let's make the most of it. And finally, when we get to the top of the hill, there's a downhill section. I was able to just relax, let my legs go, and I started running again and running fast, and it felt good. And I was hopeful and excited and optimistic, and it was just the peaks and valleys in that short period of time. It was amazing. I was so down, so discouraged and frustrated. Thought my race was done, just trying to survive, to then all of a sudden I'm smiling, laughing, having a good time, pushing hard and feeling great. And we finished the first lap, and it was an okay run. And then the next lap starts, and again we're going up that hill. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, not again. And I think with about 5 miles to go, I realized that I can go under 5 hours. And so I checked in mentally and did everything I could to push and work hard, and ended up running like a 1:38. So total time was like 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 53 seconds. And so managed to go under 5 hours, suck it up, and push, and we made it, which was really cool. But I'll be honest, I was really disappointed with the result. There was nothing I could change about the effort, but I was really disappointed with the result. And I found myself looking for the good things to celebrate. The fact that we were consistently training through the summer, the fact that we remained healthy, the fact that we remained active, the fact that we actually saw progression in the summer heat. I was listing all these things off, but at the end of the day, I was just really frustrated because, man, I just want to cross the finish line feeling like we accomplished the goal. And my coach is really good at reminding me that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And I totally agree with that, totally agree. But sometimes, sometimes I would like to cross the finish line and be out of this world excited that we hit the splits that we trained to hit, and we had the day that we were capable of having, instead of looking for the silver lining, instead of looking at all the things that we did right. Now, don't get me wrong, it's all part of the process. And I tell you what, after Finland, I was really in a space where I was so frustrated because this was one of the hardest summers that I trained through as far as heat goes, and we actually got stronger, we got better. And then to not be able to see that on race day was, man, it was hard. It was really hard, and I was frustrated. Now, at the back of my mind, I know that I'm capable of more. I just want to celebrate the finish line. I don't want to celebrate the fact that I finished. I want to celebrate the fact that, I stepped up and lived up to the potential or what we trained for, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can relate, but that was the struggle. And so, like I said, I told my coach, I feel like, I'm tired of this idea of just finding the silver lining, and going after it like that. Okay, going after it like that. So tomorrow's Ironman Arizona. It's been 2 years, I guess a year and a half since I've done Ironman, and I'm in great shape. I was in great shape headed into Finland. I'm in great shape for tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to this race. So to keep this video short, hey, we got under 8 minutes. That's amazing. Actually, by the time it's done, it's gonna be like 8:30, but I'm gonna do part 2 for Ironman Arizona. But this was just a update on Finland, the Finland experience. It was a phenomenal experience. One of the coolest races I've ever done. Ironman put on a spectacular event. It was absolutely awesome. I loved it, all of it, except the finish line. So anyway, in the next video, we're going to talk about Ironman Arizona and what our expectations are and goals, and what the plan is for that. So I will see you in part 2.